Our Best of Hawai'i Awards keep coming. Our next guests manage over 850 homes, condo units, and apartment buildings here on Oahu. It's no wonder they are a finalist in the property management category for KITV4's Viewers Choice Awards. From Property Profiles, Inc., this is Bertin Hamamoto, President and Principal Broker and Vice President and Broker in Charge, Lurleen Johnson. Aloha, you guys.
Aloha.
Hey, first of all, congratulations on being one of the best of Hawaii. You guys want to take a moment to mahalo our viewers?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you to our customers, clients. Great to win this award.
Yeah.
Such an honor. Thank you.
Absolutely. Well, and you guys have a lot of accolades as it is. Your guys' company, I mean, amongst all the staff, I mean, all the different accolades you guys have. So add another trophy to you guys, the mantle over there. Bertin, we see it all over the news. The high cost of living is pricing our local people out of paradise. What's going on with the housing market and why is it so unaffordable?
Well, actually, the answer to that is a simple answer. You know, it's basically the law of supply and demand, right? So economic law that, you know, when you have an imbalance of supply where we have little supply and a higher demand that pushes price high, right? Push price upwards. The solution is more difficult, right? You know, that's a problematic thing because there's one of two things that have to happen. Either you increase supply, right, which will lower prices, or you have to decrease demand. Now that's a more problematic problem, right? So increase the supply, you know, I mean, build more houses, right? And we've had a hard time doing that. You know, so what's going to happen and what's been happening is demand, you know, has to modify itself, right? And unfortunately, that is, you know, coming out to be where people are just leaving the islands, right? And you know, the more problematic thing is our kids, right? They're not coming back. They can't buy a house. So you have a lot of kids that, you know, just saying, I can't live back in Hawaii anymore. You know, they go away to college, they don't come back. That
definitely contributes to the brain drain as well. Instead of coming back here and helping our local economy, or you know, bringing the skills that they learn offshore, they're staying over there on the continent, which is truly a bummer. And it's interesting because every year when the legislature gets together, that's always like one of the top things. Housing, affordable housing, or housing in general, and homelessness. Seems like those two things kind of are, you know, the lines are becoming blurry between the two of them. So, and not even, you know, our politicians can kind of figure that out. But you, I know you're smart already because you're also, aren't you an economist too?
No, I'm CFP.
Yeah, so I mean, we know you akamai, so I know. So we got to somehow build more houses. That's
the simple solution, right? You just have to increase supply.
Well, you know, a lot of times people are just like, you know, it's too humbug to have your own home, and then you got to worry about the maintenance and fixing the roof if something happens. So a lot of local people, Lurleen, they just want to rent. How can you give us an update on the rental market?
Well, you know, there's so many things that we have to be aware of and take care of, right, for our clients. So some of the biggest issues that we're dealing with now is insurance, especially for a lot of our clients. Insurance rates are just going up across the board, you know, and we're finding that some associations, their deductibles are increasing tremendously. What used to be a $5,000 and $10,000 deductibles are now $25,000, $50,000 and more, even in some cases.
Why is all that going up?
You know, a lot of it I think had to do also with the Lahaina fires, right? Because that just put us not only on the national, you know, scape, but also, you know, the insurance companies, all of a sudden we're on their radar, right? And they're just kind of go, wait, what's going on in Hawaii? Now we're in a whole different category. And, you know, rates are just going across. Doesn't matter if you have a single family home or condo, townhouse, it's just up across the board, it's higher.
And of course, you got the hurricane insurance.
That's
all of the natural disaster stuff. So yeah, it is pretty challenging. But you can kind of guide your guys' clients.
Well, we try to. Yeah, we try to keep on top of everything that's going on, right? I mean, there's so many other things that are happening too. You know, with our condos are obviously getting older and deteriorating, and then the pipes and the drains are all failing. So they're bringing in companies to fix them, right? To replace everything, and it's all happening with the residents in place. You know, I say it's a huge inconvenience and a huge expense because these condos don't have reserves to cover all of this, you know? And then with the Marco Polo fires, and that caused, now we have to look at taking care of the fire prevention, and they're doing
retrofitting stuff.
Right, sprinklers and fire alarms that have to be put in. So that's all additional costs that everybody has to deal with, and have to find alternative ways of paying for it.
And this is the reason why you need professionals to help guide you through this. I mean, it can be a tangled mess, and that's why we look to Property Profiles Inc., Bertin, Lurleen. If people want to get a hold of you guys, how can they do that?
Visit our website at propertyprofileshawaii.com, all spelled out, or our phone number 808-487-9500.
Well, congratulations again on being one of the best of Hawaii, and we thank you guys for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
Come back anytime. This is the third time already, so we gotta keep doing this. You guys are awesome. All right, our next guests make their noodles fresh every day, but that's not all they do. They make manapua, dim sum, and Chinese food, and you voted them the best of Hawaii. We got Chunwa Cam coming up. But first, today is National Cucumber Day. No chihus for cucumbers? All right, which country produces the most cucumbers? Is it the USA, China, Turkey, Russia, or Mexico? We'll get you the answer coming up in about 10 minutes from now.